Well, hey, Ben. Listen, we got more on this debacle situation between Danny Lay and her baby daddy, the baby, honey. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, for those of you guys that was under a rock somewhere yesterday because everybody was talking about it, Danny Lee and her boyfriend, the baby or alleged boyfriend, honey, let him tell it because he over there calling her a side chick and everything. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain would be the fact that he is her baby daddy. All right, now she at the house chilling and everything, and he decided to go live because obviously they just got into it prior to him hopping on the IG live. Then she opens up and lets us know that he basically told her that she need to get her and the daughter. Her and the child need to leave at 2 a.m. in the morning, right? So he could try to beat the story. He decided to go ahead and put his post up, trying to separate himself from the situation that he actually created on his own, which was absolutely weird to me. She ended up following up with her statement. That's when she let us know more about the details of what was happening, okay? Because she said that she had a plan B sent over to his house. But I broke all of this stuff down in my full breakdown so you guys can also go over there and check it out. But keep in mind, the issue with Danny and the baby was going on all day. I started about 1 in the morning, honey, and it just kept going throughout the day. And it seems like it may be cleared up right now because Danny did make a statement. But before we get into Danny's final statement, honey, I want to get into some other things that she posted, right, that I did not get a chance to capture in my full breakdown review. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop into it. So the last thing we saw from Danny on yesterday was her saying, I left and me and my baby safe. Thank y'all for the support. Now, for those of you guys that are not privy, honey, just know that he called the soulmate squirrel. He called 12 on her and told them to come and get her, come get this lady. Then he was embarrassing her all down to the IG live, right? So I feel conflicted. As I told you guys, I feel conflicted because as a woman, I feel your pain, girl. I hate that happened to you, but at the same time, it's like you was over here talking about something. Okay, I mean, it's all right. Like whatever she was over there singing, I wasn't featuring it, and it's like, girl, you was doing that to get back at his other baby mama. And but you see how karma work. See, when you do clown SHI, the clown comes back to bite, okay? And that's what ended up happening first. So I am a bit conflicted, as quite a few of you guys are. But most of y'all is on the side of, girl, I don't feel bad for her, girl. It is what it is. This is what you wanted. This is what you played into, and this is what you got, right? But I just don't feel like he. It's one thing for him to be like, I don't want to be with you, girl. You got to go ahead and go about your business. But it's another for him to take it to social media, understanding the followings that both of them have, and embarrass her down to the social media, girl. I mean, embarrass her all the way down to the ground. And it's crazy because when it comes to their relationship and them being together, she probably was primarily being told by him to not really let nobody know about what they got going on, because obviously he was treating her like she was the side chick to others, but treating her like she's the main chick behind the scenes or whatever. So it's crazy that he probably had her on the hush, hush, hush the entire time that they were together, but then you were the person to come to social media and out everything and try to embarrass this girl and talk about how she crazy and everything like that. But girl, that's what happened, honey. Now you get just a little bit of taste and feel how they be doing everybody else, girl, out here in these streets, despite your racial backgrounds or whatever, girl. But there's that. So she ended up putting up that post, and that's a good thing. Like I said, he called the cops on her and stuff. Even when the cops came, they left. Miss Danny still was in the house, girl. She was at the house when night was outside, girl. It's a whole bright sun outside. The very next day, she's still in the house, keeping up with the antics, okay? Which was kind of feeding into him saying she don't want to let go. And it's like, girl, you still being in that house is coming off like you don't really want to let go, girl. It's not looking so good for you right now. But that's what that's what was going on. But thank God by the end of that night, she was able to leave. And it looks like when I looked at the photo, she didn't just leave, she caught a flight. Like if you look at the top of this, it looks like she is on a flight based on how, the air and stuff comes down, when you sit on the flight and they got the little air vents at the top or whatever like that. Girl, Miss Girl looked like she is on the flight, and in front of her is somebody's seat, when you can pull the tray down and eat your food. So I said, okay then, girl. She done really caught a flight out of there, and I don't blame her because she was in an area that she's not familiar with, which is Charlotte. She from LA or over there on the West Coast. She came out here to be with him thinking that she finna have a whole family and everything. And 3 months into the being actual motherhood and him having fatherhood with this particular child, it's like he decided to disregard her. Like I do not, but he still pride himself on being such an amazing dad. He's such a great dad and stuff. And I feel like you can be a great dad. You've shown that, you have a really good relationship with at least one of your daughters that we get to see, which is Mimi's child. But at the same time, like, I'm still side-eyeing you because of how you went about disrespecting the mother of your child. Okay, so I feel like, dang, that was a bit messed up. And I mean, he's kind of done it to Mimi too. Well, really, Mimi aired him out. See, you could tell Mimi, Mimi and Danny, two different type of bees. Okay, I feel like Mimi is definitely one of the baby mamas that could, like, get with you. Like, I'm gonna get with you now. Like, you're not gonna sit up here and try to play me X, Y, and Z like I'm on your head top. I'm playing on it today. Right? Whereas Danny is like, no, let me do it. Wait, no, don't go. Let me do it. So she's probably, that's the energy that she really gives off. But Mimi don't be playing them games. Mimi aired him out before he could get a chance to try and air her out about anything. You hear me? So there's that on that, honey. But moving on, Danny's sister took to social media because, mind y'all, we was wondering, where is the family? What is happening? Where is the family? What is happening? And there was a post that was made under Alexis Sky's, a post that she made in support of Danny. There was a post saying something about, like, if you really knew what all she went through with her family, you'll see, like, the girl can't catch a break. So I want to know the details about the family, because now that this situation has happened, the family is now stepping up for her, which I can appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Step up, be there for her. Show up for the girl, right? So this is what ended up happening. Her sister took to social media and said, if we're putting this all out there and on social media, I want to start with this. I never wanted to get involved because that's not the type of person I am. But you can never say we disowned the baby. I've loved her since the day she found out she was pregnant. Collecting photos, planning the baby shower that you didn't come to, and making sure she was mentally stable without you there. I know my truth and you know yours. It's very sad that one day in the future, the little baby will know this whole problem and what he did to her mother and how he humiliated her. I would never wish this situation on anyone. This is something that no one should have to go through. And at the bottom, she goes on to say, we're here for you, Danny. I love you. Okay, so her family is definitely giving her the support that, he tried to kind of put out about her family, because he also said that her family, or at least her mom, tried to disown the half black child. See, I noticed that the baby is trying to make this a racial thing now, which is so funny, but you went and got this non-black woman thinking that you were a prize and that she was a prize, and then now when things are not going your way, you want to try and throw that up in her family's face. Right? What is that? Please explain that part to me. That's a little awkward. That's a little, y'all let me know y'all thoughts about it. Because first he said, this the whole plot and the ploy to try and bring the black man down. You're going to bring the black man down. He just kept talking about the black man, right? Just kept talking about the black man. And then he turned around and talked about how the family wanted to disown their half black grandchild, right? Now, this is what led to the sister putting her post up. The brother even spoke out. The brother spoke out and said some things and talking about how he want to fight the baby and how he's been in the hospital because of his neck and how he'll still beat his ass even with his neck messed up and stuff. I was like, oh, girl, y'all got a whole lot going on, girl. This thing done expanded, honey. Okay, but he should have expected that it was going to expand. But, one thing about the baby, I will say, and I said this in the video yesterday, I've never seen a black man get away with so much stuff in my life, okay? From the moment he killed somebody's child to all of the other antics that he's done leading up to this moment. So at this point, the baby is arrogant, and he also feels like he's untouchable. Like, what y'all finna do? What y'all finna do? Right? I can't even actually fully blame him on feeling the way that he feel, like he arrogant and like can't nobody touch him because he keeps getting these passes. If you keep getting these same passes, then you gonna think that you the SHI too, and ain't nobody gonna do that, and can't nobody touch you. So what's up, right? But getting back to Danny's sister's post regarding the support for her, she followed up the post with images of she and Danny while Danny was pregnant with her daughter. Right, so I thought that was cute and that was really sweet. I was like, oh, look at those pictures. Right, so she did have some love. I really feel like, now that I'm thinking about it, and this was a question yesterday, And I'm still thinking, but wondering if her family never really cared for him because they saw through him, but Danny wanted that for herself so bad that she was willing to kind of like peace out. Like, I'm not talking to y'all. Like, it's whatever y'all talking about, but I'm still gonna do me over here. Just wondering about that, because usually that's how a lot of things go, right? So let's go ahead and move on, because her mother ended up making a post as well, and she also put up a video, girl. So let's get into that post real quick. The mother says, I didn't want to address this until I knew my daughter and granddaughter were safe. Thank you for your texts, DMs, and phone calls. This is clearly a toxic situation, and all we wanted to do was to get her out safely. Just know we are continuing to do everything we can to make sure her and the baby are good. God is on our side, and we pray this situation ends as peacefully and quickly as possible. Right now, that's what she said, but it also okay, there was also a video. So let me go ahead. It's like a really quick video. Shout out to Gossip of the City. So let's go ahead and play this really quick video.
I don't know how to do this, because I have to say something. He's lying. Why doesn't he say he got on my daughter's face? Both of my daughter and myself and my husband. Why didn't he say that? And Stephanie, you're a thief. You were stealing his money in front of my face. That's what you're doing.
All right, y'all heard the mama pretty much calling him a liar and how aggressive he has been to her family. Girl, listen, I can't call Miss Vicky no lie, girl, based on the behavior that we are privy to, girl. So I don't know, Miss Vicky could be telling the truth. I don't know, but y'all make your own, digest about that, honey. Leave it down in the comments, okay? But let's get on to our final message that Danny ended up posting, this morning. Danny says, last thing I'ma clear up, right? She says, I didn't leave the house because I'm in Charlotte. I have no friends, right? She says she has no friends or family out there, and I ain't walking outside exposing her and myself looking crazy with luggages. Her meaning her daughter, okay? She says, my assistant flew in so I could catch a flight that was later, but I wanted to go to his house to grab baby clothes. He says, nah. Then he went live, did me how he did, and the rest is, yeah. But needed to clear that so y'all don't think I'm just sitting there while someone kicking me and my baby out. Okay, she goes on to say, done drag this. She says, done dragging this, unless someone else want to say something, because I'm defending myself on everything. She goes on to say, I'm done. I'm sorry, off the internet. I can't see all of this. Focusing on my girl. I'm quiet. So this was her way of exiting from social media at this time. How long she's going to be off, I don't know. But I think for mental purposes, she should take a break. Okay, she should, just girl fall back. Now, prior to this incident happening, I feel like Danny probably was already going through a whole lot mentally. She just had that baby, so she probably got the postpartum, stress and everything, right? With that, because she also said that he's not even around like that. She always be with the baby because he's always out here working. But prior to that, she went to her social media and she deleted everybody she was following. And this was before the incident even took place between she and the baby. So I felt like she already was going through a lot mentally. She unfollowed everybody, so she was already trying to get her mind right, and now she's in this situation where she has no choice but to focus on that and to get her mind right. So hopefully she stays clear of social media. But like she said, girl, somebody else got something to say, she probably gonna hop back on there and clear her name, honey, because she's still, upset. But another thing I want to tell y'all about, girl, is these charges, okay? And I'm reading this straight from Charlotte News website, honey. They're saying singer Danny Lee facing pair of assault charges after altercations with DaBaby. Now they go on to say that Miss Danielle, which is her real name, also known as Danny Lee, is facing 2 assault charges stemming from altercations late Sunday and Monday morning with rapper DaBaby. First of all, girl, this is a terrible way to start out the week, girl. He was wrong and trifling for that. Honey. Right? So they're saying that DaBaby, whose legal name is Jonathan Kirk, told responding officers late Sunday that Curl I'm just gonna say daddy because I don't even know if I'm saying her last name right, assaulted him, and he was advised to pursue charges against her the following morning at the magistrate's office. However, officers were called to the same Uptown address Monday morning, and Kirk stated that Danny assaulted him a second time. The rapper and Charlotte native posted to Instagram Live, alerting fans that he was calling the police. Man, y'all come get her, he said on Instagram Live. Now, Sunday's incident began with an argument between the two entertainers that was stemmed on Instagram Live. In the clip, which was shared widely online on Monday, Kirk can be seen feeding the couple's infant. Not Kirk feeding the couple's infant. I didn't see that part. Now, I only saw where Miss Danny was feeding the infant. While Kuro claimed that he was being an absentee father and is now trying to force her out of his Charlotte apartment. Now, I didn't see that part. I only saw the part where she was feeding their child and he was telling her to get the hell out. Now, Charlotte, we understand that the baby is from Charlotte, but y'all ain't got to try and tailor this no kind of way, honey. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts, because y'all could have been there from the beginning when y'all was watching it and saw that he was the one that was actually holding the baby. So y'all let me know. Now, moving on, she says in Instagram stories, post published a short while later, okay? Kirk appealed for a rapid police response in the hopes that it would diffuse the situation. He says, I don't want no charges pressed or nothing. I just want her peacefully removed, which they need to hurry up and do as we speak. I ain't even want the behavior on display, but it's okay. Man, this too shall pass. It's all good. He said he didn't want the behavior on display, but you recorded it. Girl, I don't understand that. That's not adding up for me. But all in all, Miss Girl ended up getting charges pressed upon her, honey. A very sad situation. So we're just gonna see how this mess is gonna play out. Girl, leave that man alone. Don't go over there dealing with that man and doing anything. Cause let me tell you something, karma gonna hit it as quicker than you can. I don't know when that karma gonna come down, but girl, it's gonna hit them quicker than you can. But that's really all that I have. I wanted to come to you guys with a quick update about everything that's been going on with Miss Danny and the baby. So there's that, honey. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below, honey. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. All right. I'm Jamie. That's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos. And I'm out. Bye-bye.